Namaste students. I am Dr. Komal Rathore, Assistant Professor at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur in Faculty of Ayurvedic Science. Today's topic is malaria fever. So let's get start the topic. First of all, learning objectives. First of all, in this session, we will discuss about definitions of malaria and types of malaria parasites. And the second is epidemiology of malaria. Then risk factor of malaria. And what is the risk factor about malaria? And most important, life cycle of malaria. Then incubation period of parasites, pathophysiology of malaria, sign and symptoms of malaria, and then laboratory diagnosis of malaria, and treatment and prevention of malaria. It's a last point. So start with definitions. So definitions, this is not the definition, this is the reason or cause. How to infect malaria parasite to human. So here is the malaria parasite is an infection of liver and RBCs caused by protozoan parasites of the genus Plasmodium. So malaria parasites genus is Plasmodium. And the Plasmodium that's called malaria, caused malaria is the 5 species of Plasmodium. So first name is Plasmodium falciparum. It is the most common and dangerous. Then Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium novelsi. Risk factor of malaria. Living or traveling in the region where malaria is present. Traveling to area where malaria is common without taking medicines to prevent malaria. Being outdoors, especially in rural area, not taking step to protect yourself from mosquito bites. Then pregnant ladies and children under 5 years of age, patient with HIV and AIDS. So those patient who is HIV or AIDS patient, they are immunocompressant patients. So the very high power risk factor of that type of patient who have AIDS or HIV. So life cycle of malaria parasite is that, first of all, mosquito bites, infected mosquito bites human. Then mosquitoes inside sporozoites enter the human bloodstream and reach to the liver. And their liver, they store sporocytes stored there, and then multiply begins, and they multiply in many numbers. That's called sporozoites, called merozoites. Then merozoites attacks to the RBC and form the signet ring shape of structure. It is the asexual cycle which is performed in liver and RBC. And again, merozoites rupture, RBC ruptured and merozoites spread out and again attack to other RBCs. Then again, this cycle is repeated. Then after that, again, this form, merozoites form called gametocytes. When it's come again into mosquito's body, that's called gametocytes. In human body, malaria parasites life cycle is asexual size, And then again, that type of signature shape structures enter the mosquito's body. That's called gametocytes. Again, here is sporozoites to salivary gland, then come into the hepatic cells, and then hepatocytes. It is multiply and then called merozoites. It's a rupture and attacks to the new RBCs, erythrocytes, that's called trypanozoites. And again, its cycle repeats, then it's rupture and that's called gametocytes also. And then again, mosquito bites human bloodstream, that's gametocytes enter the mosquito's body. And then that type of cycle which started in mosquito body, that called sexual cycle. That gametocytes enter the mosquito body and make microgametes and microgametes. Micro and macrogametes is the male and female gametes. They form together, make zygotes, and then zygotes called ookynetes and attach to the mosquito midguts and then form oocytes. And then again, this that type of oocytes make spirozoites. Again, that type of cycle start in human body, that sporozoites made in mosquito midgut. So the malaria life cycle is the complex system with both sexual and asexual aspect. Cycle of all species that infect human is basically the same. There is an exogenous sexual phase in the mosquito called sporogony, during which the parasites multiply. There is also an endogenous asexual phase that take place in the vertebrate or human host, that is called schizogeny. So schizogeny is in the human body and sporogony in the mosquito site. So incubation period of the parasite species, incubation periods is first parasite uh, Plasmodium falciparum is 7 to 14 days. Vivax is 12 to 17 days, which relapse up to 3 years. And then Plasmodium ovale is 9 to 18 days, which relapse up to 20 years. And then Plasmodium malaria is 13 to 40 days. The time between the fever episodes can be characteristics of the infecting Plasmodium species. Species duration of fever, erythrocytic cycle is Plasmodium falciparum is 36 to 48 hours. Malignant tertian malaria, that's called, and then Plasmodium vivax is 48 hour. Benign tertian malaria and Plasmodium ovale is 48 hour. Oval tertian malaria and Plasmodium malaria is 72 hours. Quartan malaria. So their name is different. Malignant tertian malaria is falciparum. Benign tertian malaria is vivax. Oval tertian malaria is from ovale, and quartan malaria, that is 72 hours from malaria, Plasmodium malariae. So pathophysiology of malaria is showers of new merozoites are released from RBC at intervals of approximately 48 hours from Plasmodium vivax and ovale and the falciparum, and the 72 hour for malaria. So the episodic shaking, chilling and fever concomitant with this release. So the parasite destroy large number of infected RBC, thereby causing a hemolytic anemia. And the characteristics is brown malaria pigment derived from hemoglobin, it's called hematine, is released from rupture RBC and produce discoloration of the spleen, liver, lymph node and bone marrow. Activations of defense mechanism in the host lead to the marked hyperplasia of mononuclear phagocytes, produce massive splenomegaly and occasionally hepatomegaly. And the sign symptoms is cycle of shaking chills followed by fever and profuse sweating, hemolytic anemia, jaundice, dark pigmented urine, black water fever that call stool become increasingly loose, hepatomegaly, splenomegaly, headache, dry cough, and losing weight. And so diagnosis is three types: medically, physically examination, and laboratorical diagnosis. So microscopically, film of blood, thick and thin blood smear of study, and quantitative Buffy coat QBC test is also occur. Quantitative Buffy coat. Immunological techniques is the test of serological test that's called IFAT, indirect fluorescent antibody test, and ELISA test, and then antigen based technique like rapid diagnostic test RDT, rapid diagnostic test. And the molecular techniques is the PCR technique. So microscopically film and quantitative Buffy coat, and the immunological technique is IFAT and ELISA and RDTs. And molecular technique is from polymer chain reactions like PCR. So diagnosis is all that types. And now treatment. Treatment of malaria is to treat malaria. We most understand two concepts: the geographical patent of susceptible of Plasmodium falciparum of anti-malarial drug, and the type of Plasmodium species causing the infections called Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium ovate. So the Plasmodium falciparum is the chloroquine resistant area and chloroquine sensitive area. So chloroquine resistant area where we can give quinine, mefloquine, sulfodoxin, and pyrimethamine. And the chloroquine sensitive area, we can give chloroquine. For Plasmodium malariae and Vivax and Oval, we can give chloroquine with primaquine. So this is the line of treatment. So prevention of malaria, we have to do prevention mosquito bite by covering the limbs, using infant repellent, sleeping under mosquito net, stagnant water should be avoided, chemical prophylaxis for travelers when you are travel to area without chloroquine resistance. Chloroquine is used. With chloroquine resistance, mefloquine and doxycycline may be used. So chemically prophylaxis is must where traveling to area of mosquito infection or malaria infection. So we have to understand chloroquine resistance or with chloroquine, without chloroquine resistance or without chloroquine resistance. So complications of malaria is species major complications is Plasmodium falciparum causes complications, cerebral malaria, hemolytic anemia that called black water fever, jaundice, hypoglycemia, and Plasmodium vivax causes relapse due to liver hypnozoites, Plasmodium malariae, nephrotic syndrome, and Plasmodium ovate relapse due to liver hypnozoites. So that's all about. Thank you. That's all about malaria fever. Hope you like that session and this is very informative to you. If you have any query about this session, please text me. I will definitely resolve your queries. So thank you. Thank you so much.